The second Republican presidential debate getting a bit chaotic, with all 7 candidates often talking over the top of each other. Former President Donald Trump, the Republican frontrunner, opted out again.
Donald Trump is missing in action. Donald Trump hides behind the walls of his golf clubs and won't show up here to answer questions like all the rest of us are up here to answer.
Last night's debate, contentious at times, starting with a focus on a looming government shutdown. The auto workers' strike threatening to expand to more plants tomorrow had candidates empathizing with workers, putting the blame on President Biden.
Joe Biden doesn't belong on a picket line. He belongs on the unemployment line.
Why are those workers actually there? It's because of all of the spending that he has pushed through in the economy that's raised the inflation.
Joe Biden should not be on the picket line. He should be on the southern border, working to close our southern border.
CBS News polling in Iowa and New Hampshire show most GOP voters are still considering multiple candidates despite the former president's double-digit lead. His campaign, though, already telling CBS News he won't attend the third debate that's coming up in Miami in November. House Republicans held their first hearing in an impeachment inquiry into President Joe Biden. Skylar Henry has more on how it all played out on Capitol Hill.
The House Oversight Committee held its first hearing into whether President Joe Biden should face impeachment charges. But for the GOP chairman, it's not much of a question.
The House Oversight Committee will examine over 24 pieces of evidence revealing Joe Biden's corruption and abuse of public office.
Republicans allege the Biden family received millions of dollars in foreign money through Hunter Biden's business dealings. And when the Department of Justice began investigating, President Biden tried to protect his son.
Hunter Biden cashed in by arranging access to Joe Biden, the family brand.
Whether President Biden directly benefited from his son Hunter's business dealings sparked contentious debate during Thursday's hearing.
The committee has received 12,000 pages of bank records. Here they are, right in front of us, printed double-sided, and not a single page shows a dime going to President Joe Biden.
The courts actually have rejected that. They've said that money going to family members is in fact a benefit.
The principle of American law is that people are responsible for their own conduct and not the conduct of their adult children. Is that right?
That's correct.
Thank you.
The committee intends to subpoena Hunter Biden and the president's personal and business bank records as early as this week. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.